Coffee Gang.
The Coffee Gang with me, the man CJ, BB Ray, and Eve. And I told you I have something extra for you today on the show. That's why we're here till 11. And we have the Big Brother Housemates in the studio, the people of the moment, the boss lady herself, Ka3na and Lilo. Did it annoy you, like, when you left the house, like people were giving instances, like,
for sure.
Take for example when Bam Bam left the last Big Brother house, and Teddy A was crying. Then when you left, Eric was rushing noodles. Eric went about his business like
eating noodles.
Like, you understand? Like nothing happened. Like, I mean, okay, she's gone. We'll move on. How did that make you feel? Don't lie, you.
Yo, I just felt like he did him though, because some people also said his strategy was his strategy of being onto me. And, it's a game. And obviously, I didn't play my cards right.
You said something about your boyfriend. I really appreciate the fact that he's a forgiving person. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Not every guy would do that.
Yeah.
But if you had spent, say, 2 months in the house, what would you think your relationship with Eric would have been like so far? Like, I mean, if you spent 2 months.
The thing about my relationship with Eric was after I noticed it wasn't friendship anymore, and I was onto him, I would always tell him yo, I'm fucked up because I cannot just focus. I literally said it to me lots of times, on the show, fuck. And he's like, no, you're fine. Don't worry, I got you. And Eric was also that person that when I'm always wanting to be the best of me. When I did something and I asked him oh, how far did I do? Or when I knew deep down, I should have done better. He would tell me, babe, you did your best. And I'm just okay. And also those things also made me lay back on a lot of things. And I think looking back at it, I felt if I had connected with other people, like you said, I would have been able to be myself more. But then I was so onto Eric's words, and most times I was only the one giving advices to him to do stuff better. So
how long have you guys been together?
Yeah, that's over a year now.
That's great. That's an understanding man, I tell you.
Honestly, hold him tight.
Ka3na, you had some highlights yourself. I mean, it's no secret. Of course, we praise the most high or the most sexy, if I put it that way.
We've watched a few things.
Yeah,
I think he's sexy.
Yeah, of course he is. He's a fine guy.
He's tall, isn't he?
But I watched one of your interviews recently after you left the house, and you said the Big Brother house was too cold. And why are you laughing, Lilo? That it was too cold. Was that the major reason why you got so close to Praise?
The very first night we got into the house, Biggie's house was so cold. Everybody was freezing. We're begging Big Brother to turn down the AC, but no. So that very first night, I spent the night in Praise's bed. A lot of people cuddled that very first.
When I talk about cold, wearing the duvets enough, you have a lot of duvets in the house.
I also went into the house with
Let me
my
speak to
Ka3na. You don't have
to. No, babe. The house is actually cold. On the first night, actually, I felt like everyone actually cuddled with somebody else. For me, I even slept with 5 people on 2 beds.
Wow.
Erica,
cold.
me, V, Neil, Prince. We literally shared 2 beds that night because it was too cold.
I'm sure the entanglement between Ozo, Nengi, and Dorothy is one of the highlights so far.
Yeah, and you, Ka3na, you had a lot to say to Ozo, in an advisory capacity. You really gave him a piece of your mind, and it was really timely. If I say it's you had a premonition that I might not be here so long. I need to drop this. So maybe walk us through that.
Ozo is a great person. And I just felt he was confused, and I also knew my girl was into him, but Dorothy, but she wasn't. She really didn't want to come out.
She was just trying to be
no, because of what Ozo said the first evictions, the Sunday. He said he was attracted to
Nengi and
Dorothy, So Dorothy wanted him to just come out and say, "I am interested in you. I'm over Nengi and this." But he would just run to her like a mama and go to, so Dorothy wasn't having that. So I just had to make him understand to just do the right thing. Yeah. Talking about Neil and V, there is nothing real about that because that guy is my G.
Oh, are you serious?
Is my G.
Oh, so has he told you so?
That's between me and Neil.
That's between you and
Neil.
Wait, give us some juice.
No, so I don't feel there's nothing real about the relationship. So
okay, so which do you feel is real in the house? If you are going by the word real.
Relationship in the house, Eric and
There's also Kid and Erica. That's the new.
Is that an entanglement or just?
I don't think it's a relationship. I just feel both of them are
They're having
just
fun.
coming
You don't
back.
think it could blossom into anything?
I don't think so.
Coffee Gang.